getting their inputs. I'm a bit of a control freak. It's not easy for me to let go. I have really high standards. I want everything to be perfect. That's a bit of a nightmare. Entrepreneurs can be like that, and I know I've driven all my teams crazy over the years. But if you find people who've got an appetite to learn and to be and do things like that of great quality and who buy into your vision. I mean, Estelle was a fantastic manager at Busy Internet, and she had a fantastic team that was very loyal and really believed in her, and she always stuck up for them, and she always mentored them how to talk to me, and that's the kind of thing that makes a company great. And you just have to walk into the door of a company, you can feel good energy, smart people there, respecting each other, listening to each other. So creating that culture in a company is 99% of what business is all about, and you can never forget that.
What do you think of? You've been on the stock market for quite some time, and we have this whole revolution coming up. A lot of young people starting their company. Maxwell's is all there. Big tech guru in this industry. A lot of tech things happening around. Young companies, young people springing up. What do you think of the technology revolution as with the consumer? Like what I am really pushing to, what I'm really pushing. The consumption, the adoption, and the rate. Will we have mass adoption, and is it relevant for the industry?
Well, I mean, just look at what's happening. I go to a hotel in Kenya, and the guy is carrying my bags to the room, the porter or whatever it is, and he just has to put the bags down and check his Facebook account because it's like, I'm like, and the expansion, obviously, of the biggest success story of all, M-Pesa. It's clear that technology, if it can have an impact on people's lives, they'll use it, they'll learn about it. But it goes in waves. It doesn't go fast quickly. You've got to build through the early adopter phase when specific people will use it, and maybe your company can't last. Maybe I should have fired everybody in the company because we didn't have the money to keep going, But you adapt and you try and hold on. And most of the companies that are the early companies make the mistakes. I mean, we're making all the mistakes. And every company that follows after us will learn from those mistakes and do better, as the examples of Facebook or Google we've talked about, right? But I see a continent that is just beginning to blossom in terms of services, in terms of the private sector, in terms of connectivity and technology. I see internet connectivity that we were buying at Busy Internet 1 meg 4 years ago for $2,400 and today costs $100. If you've got this kind of an impact, my business is changing because I can now actually access cloud-hosted services to improve the efficiency of my business, and that's every shop could do that, every business could do that. And I think people have now got a computer in their hand, so the interface with services, being able to make a payment, check your ECG bill, or whatever it might be, they will all come. And because life can be hard here, traffic or churros or light off or water supply, that's where we'll look for innovative solutions in technology. And there are plenty of really super bright people that are now got the ability to adapt and build those sorts of technologies. But I think it's important that people do not just look outside in terms of models like Facebook, as you say, that are being hugely successful, and kind of sort of say, well, what are the problems that we're facing ourselves here today? Because I could be doing a business anyway, but I chose to be here.